We now come to the retirement recognition portion of our closing assembly. And this afternoon, we're recognizing 5 CVPA faculty and 1 staff member who collectively have contributed 159 years to the life of UNC Greensboro. And I think it really speaks volumes in this college that faculty and staff members care so deeply about this institution that many of you all have given your entire professional careers to it. So we begin our ceremony by honoring James Fisher. Jim came to UNC Greensboro in 2007 as head of UNC Greensboro's theater department, having taught at Wabash College. Jim is the author of 13 books, including 3 volumes in the Historical Dictionary of American Theater series, Beginnings with Felicia Hardison Landre, Modernism, and Contemporary American Theater, 1930 to 2010. Jim has also authored 4 books in the Theater in an Hour series on Eugene O'Neill, Arthur Miller, Thornton Wilder, and Tony Kushner. Jim has penned 2 other books on Tony Kushner, Understanding Tony Kushner and The Theater of Tony Kushner. For Greenwood Press's biobibliography series, Jim penned the volumes on Spencer Tracy, Al Jolson, and Eddie Cantor. And Jim began his career with a volume on the Commedia dell'arte on the 20th century stage. I note that Jim will not be slowing down in retirement, and he lists 4 more books that are in various stages of being finished over the next few years. Jim has received a number of awards during his career, including being inducted into the College of Fellows for the American Theater last year at the Kennedy Center. He also received the Mary Settle Sharp Award for teaching from the university and this college's award for teaching excellence. Jim's career has also included roles on the stage. There you see him as Sheridan Whiteside in Kaufman and Hart's The Man Who Came to Dinner. I'm really pleased to congratulate Jim on his new title of Professor Emeritus of Theater. So I would be thrilled if everybody could unmute microphones and join me in honoring Professor Emeritus Jim Fisher for his distinguished career here at UNC Greensboro.
Hey, Jim!
Congratulations.
All right, way to go.
Hey, Jim.
Great. And if we were into recital hall, Jim would have come up and received the following plaque. Next slide.
Yep.
Which will be mailed.
One moment. Let me mute everybody and get you back. There we go.
So Jim will be receiving this plaque through the mail. Our next retiring faculty member is David Nelson. David came to UNC Greensboro in 2003 after having taught at the University of New Orleans. As a music theorist, David is published on Mozart, Stravinsky, and Messiaen, and he's known for his books, Vienna for the Music Lover, which is available in English, German, and Mandarin, the Vienna Music Guide, and the Salzburg Music Guide, which are both available in English and German. In 2008, the city of Vienna awarded David with their Golden Medal of Honor. This is the 2nd highest award ever bestowed on an American. Only Leonard Bernstein received a higher award. Since 1992, David has taken over 700 people on his popular In Mozart's Footsteps uncommon musical travel tours. And he's taken people to the musical capitals of Europe, Vienna, Salzburg, Prague, Budapest, and Leipzig. As a conductor, David has directed orchestras, wind ensembles, operas, and musicals. David also enjoys the German-speaking lands, I believe, not only for their musical histories, but also for their fast sports cars. So I'm very pleased to congratulate David on his new title of Professor Emeritus of Music, and for also recognizing him for the 4 years that he served as Associate Dean for the School of Music. So if everybody could unmute your microphones and join in me in honoring Professor Emeritus David Nelson for his distinguished service.
Everyone. Thank you. Woo!
So our next honoree is George Dimmick, who came to UNC Greensboro in 1994 after serving as the assistant director of the Krannert Art Museum at the University of Illinois. George's publications as an art historian have focused on the photography of Edwin Hale Lincoln, George H. Seeley, Carlton Watkins, and Edward Weston. Several of George's articles and one of his books have focused on child labor photography. His most recent articles have considered the African-American painter Henry Asawa Tanner and the photographs of Arthur Radcliffe Dugmore, which accompanied W.E.B. Du Bois' essay, The Negro as He Really Is. George Dimmick's career at UNC Greensboro has also featured his own work as an artist. On the right, his self-portrait in a convex mirror, Guilford, Vermont, December 1st, 2019. And with his colleagues in the School of Art, George is up there on the top row, right above Lee Walton. I'm pleased to congratulate George on his new title of Professor Emeritus of Art. So please unmute your microphones and join me in honoring Professor Emeritus George Dimmick on his career. So next we honor Robert Hansen, who came to UNC Greensboro after serving as chair of the theater department at Bowling Green State University. Here at UNCG, Bob was head of the communication and theater department from 1988 to 1995, the head of the broadcasting, cinema, and theater department from 1995 to 2000, and was associate dean of the College of Arts and Sciences from 2003 to 2017. Bob's books include Scenic and Costume Designs for the Ballet Russe, an article on Eugene O'Neill in the Encyclopedia of Literary Modernism, and several articles for Southern Theater. He was also featured in Denny and Will McIntyre's film, Saving the Hansen House, about Bob's restoration of a Moravian farmhouse in Bethania, North Carolina, that Bob undertook from 2007 to 2009. And Saving the Hansen House is aired nationally on different PBS stations. Since 1972, Bob's work as a set, lighting, and prop designer has been seen in 119 productions, including plays, musicals, and operas, and Bob has also directed 17 plays and musicals. Bob has exhibited his designs at USITT national conferences, as well as locally at the Greensboro Cultural Center, the Greensboro Artists League, and the UNCG Library. I'm pleased to congratulate Bob on his new title of Professor Emeritus of Theater and for the 15 years that he was head of the School of Theater. So please unmute your microphones and join me in honoring Professor Emeritus. Our fifth and final retiring professor is Gregory Carroll, who came to UNC Greensboro in 1981 after serving as an instructor and visiting professor at the College of St. Teresa, the University of Iowa, and Indiana State University. Greg's early articles on music theory pedagogy appeared in the book Using the Whole Brain, publications of the Monroe Institute, the journal The American Music Teacher, and the journal The North Carolina Music Teacher. Greg is an active composer and has hosted the Southeastern Composers League Forum at the School of Music 3 times and served as the composition area representative and faculty mentor on the National Student Advisory Council for the College Music Society. I was looking forward to hearing Greg's recent cello sonata at the chapter meeting of the College Music Society at Appalachian State, which was canceled on account of COVID-19. Greg was awarded the very first Outstanding Teacher Award from the School of Music in 1995, and he was the very first winner of the UNCG Excellence in Online Education Award back in 2010 after his online course, Musicopolis, earned international honors in an online course competition. I'm really pleased to congratulate Greg on his new title of Professor Emeritus of Music. So please unmute your microphones and join me in honoring Carol. So among the staff of the college, we have one retirement. Jeff Gillis, who came to UNC Greensboro in 1990 and has served since that time as scene shop supervisor. Jeff's design credits include Joe Turner's Come and Gone, Why Things Happen in Threes, and he was lighting designer for Bye Bye Birdie. Jeff has also served as technical director for productions presented in the Sprinkle Theater, including Opera Comique, The Real Thing, A Piece of My Heart, Anton in Show Business, Fallback, and The Trestle at Pope Lick Creek. Jeff has also served as technical director for the summer music camp performances in Taylor Theater. I'm really pleased to congratulate Jeff on his retirement on August 1st after 30 years. So please unmute your microphones and join me in honoring Jeff Gillis for his distinguished service at UNC Greensboro. So had we been into recital hall, we would have now adjourned to the atrium for a really phenomenal reception honoring our 5 retiring faculty members and 1 retiring staff member. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. So I would invite you to tonight raise a glass of wine or beer or ginger ale or a hot tea to your colleagues on these milestones in their careers and on a job really well done.